Gonna make a little treble hook rig for flatlining a pilchard out when we're kite fishing. We brought the drift sock today, so we'll be able to put the kite up, throw our drift sock out, do some flat lines on one side of the boat and put the kite up on the other and put a little spread out. So we're gonna twist up some AFW wire to the BKK treble hook. Gonna try to get tight on some kingfish, maybe a cool wahoo, something like that out here on the wrecks. That's where we're about to go, so we're about to tie this up. Haywire twist, AFW steel fishing wire to these BKK treble hooks. You're gonna pass it through the eye of your hook, fold it in half, create a V shape, pinch it with your index finger and thumb, then try to twist your treble hook and wrapping your tag end of your wire around each other. You'll see it start to constrict. And then just do some barrel wraps to get it nice and tight after doing a couple 45s. You can break it off flush. So a big question we get is how we fasten or secure our wire leader to our fluorocarbon leader. Sometimes you could use a swivel, so you would do another haywire twist on this end of your wire to a swivel, a ball bearing, or whatever you would like. And then you'd obviously tie it to your fluorocarbon. What we're gonna do is we're gonna do an all bright. So what I like to do is I like to fold my wire. Don't kink it or crease it in the middle, just get it nice and rounded, but a V to U shape. Pass your fluorocarbon through that loop you've created. Get a good section of tag end through there. That way you can wrap the two sections of wire with your fluorocarbon. So you're gonna go around it roughly 5 to 8 times. I'd like to get at least that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 going down, and we'll do 1 going up, give it 7. And then just come up through the bottom of that loop that you've created with your fluorocarbon. Pull it up through. And these knots work a little better if you get the fluorocarbon a little wet, so we'll hit it with our tongue. And then just pull it down nice and slow and tight. And you're gonna see it bunch up nice and strong. Right there, boom. So now that's a good secure knot right there against your fluorocarbon to wire. No swivel. Fish can't see it ideally. Nice rig. See if we can get them. These are gonna be the rods and reels that we use flying our baits off the kite. The kite rod and reel is already set up in there to fly the kite. I'll pull that out shortly and show you all about that. This one here is 30-pound high-vis mono, so you can see it when it's out there in the kite. So if you ever get into kite fishing, it pays to have the high-vis mono sometimes on a couple of your rods, especially the farther rods. You can see the line a little bit when it's way out there and just kind of gives you a good visual. You need a couple beads, huh, Cappy? It's gotta be Austin Carlson. He either does stuff like this or he'll get on my GPS and drive the boat in the shape of boobs. Order of operation, how I do this is I have my solid ring here, which is gonna be above your float. And what this is this clips into your kite clip. So we'll put the kite up and then there'll be a series of quick release clips that come out. And these rings clip into those quick release clips, and that's what your bait hangs from. So it's not really like your outrigger where you're gonna just clip your monofilament behind the clip and it pop out. This, we use a solid ring to hang off that clip, and that way when it releases, it just right to it. Boom. Then you're gonna have a float, then have a bead, and then a snap swivel. Now on these windy days, what you can do is we can add a sinker, which we'll add a sinker to this rig to keep the float down and everything down in the wind, because it's pretty strong wind, so it'll just blow that little float around. But we'll add some sinkers to that and make this a little bit more refined of a rig. I like to attach these to a snap swivel, and then you can change your leaders out whatever you would like. If you have pre-made leaders with loops on them, you can just snap them right in. Or if you do a lot of haywire twists with the wire fishing, it makes a little loop and you can just clip it right in there. So, and it snaps on your rod for storage nice too. So when kite fishing down here in the Florida Keys, we like to use three rod and reels coming off of our kite. This Tigress rod holder works perfect for holding all three of your kite rods in a row. The setups here are high-speed reels, so 2 speeds, so a high gear and a low gear, which is great for adjusting your kite quickly or coming tight on fish quickly. And it also has the low gear for if your fish gets down on you hard, you can put it in low gear and work him back up. But this is a great setup right here. You have 3 high-speed reels. We like to use a little lighter outfit on our inside rod just for fun. It's the shorter bait, so you don't technically need the giant reel to send out all that line. But that's kind of kite fishing 101 right there. That's your setup. High-speed reels, get you a nice Tigress kite rod holder there, and you're good to go.
Use the anchor trusted by professionals. Fortress anchors are designed lighter, set faster, and provide stronger holding power than the competition. For the best value in anchoring safety and convenience, use the legendary Fortress anchor.
A current coming through this area, and these sailfish are coming down north to south right now. Tailing conditions is what this would be.
So are they chasing bait in that case, or are they just chasing the water conditions?
Water conditions, just migrating down to this end of the earth for this time of year. And certain areas, you know, down here they will chase the bait, but in this situation we're going to put our baits out and they'll just be migrating and moving. And they'll come across our baits, turn around and see them and hopefully come eat them. Yeah. And what we have here is a drift sock. We're going to throw a drift sock out to slow ourselves down just a little bit, catch the current a little more, and you know, make it a little easier on the baits. Yep. You can position the boat a little bit with it, put a spread out. We'll do the kite with 3 lines and then 3 or 4 lines off the side of the boat with sinkers and whatnot. We got one of these wireless batteries, kind of high tech.
Oh,
you
wow.
can have cords with them, but we got them wireless nowadays.
So you charge
it up, it'll last like 15 retrievals of a kite.
Really?
So we'll be able to do it a couple times here this afternoon, no problem. And we'll clip the kite right on this snap swivel here. Yep. And air mail it out there. If you'll hold that, yeah. I'll kind of show you the routine here. Oh yeah.
I like the traction.
So this one here I use in the summer months when tilefish and snowy grouper are open. We deep drop with that in anywhere from 5 to 1,000 feet of water. So all I do this time of year is I cut a lot of that braid down and put it on a different rod, and then I'll put on these series of kite clips and use it for kite fishing. So it's multi-purpose.
And this is Shimano brand.
This is Shimano Beastmaster.
Yeah.
They work great. Phenomenal fast kite reels and great bottom fishing reels.
Cool.
So this kite is pretty simple to get up a lot of days. You just reach up there with it, boom. Now you can do a couple different things. You can hit free spool with your thumb. I prefer to just back the drag off and let it just gradually kind of roll off the reel.
Oh, I like that. Now, how do the clips, I guess you'll show us.
Now there's a series of different size swivels that are gonna grab these clips as they come off this reel. So your smallest swivel is going to slide through and grab this smallest clearance clip at the end.
So you've actually got the line tied to the swivels on the reel. Oh,
and what's pretty slick with it is nowadays they got all kinds of braided line you can use. For the kite fishing, I like this metered line. Changes every 25 feet. So if you want to position your baits in 25-foot increments, 50, 70, whatever, you have that visual aid. And like, see, look, changing from pink to blue, 25 feet. I have that set at 50 away from us. A little farther, maybe 75, but it's gonna grab that first clip, watch. Slide through. This one will just come over it. And then it just starts to send that bait out when you're ready. So then we'll hook that up here in a moment and show you, but that's kind of the rough idea of it. Lock your drag up and get it set when you're ready. And you can put it in your holder, boom.
Yeah, there's a ceramic clip right there that sits above that weight sinker that clips to that thing right there. So when we're letting it out, you're basically gonna clip it onto there and then you're gonna send it out. And how these are staged, there's 100 to the 100 gap between the first and the second clip, and then 75 and then 50.
So the trick is to let these out pretty much the same.
Yeah.
So the
you
trick
keep
is
them in,
to
keep them in
let
free
these
spool
out
so you can adjust the lines, and your indicators are basically the bobbers. Your bobbers are gonna tell you how high. What the hell?
Watch out for my kite, bro.
Yeah, right?
Just testing the tension of the clip. That way it's not too tight or too loose. So what we do now, he has that one ready. I back the drag off of this and we let it out at the same time. Go ahead, Chad. Let it
Good, go ahead, go.
And you gotta keep that bait up on the surface, he'll fly a little better.
And is the trick to bounce the bait on the top of the water or to let it go down?
Submerge him right on the bottom, top of the wave. Literally like a foot. If you see his tail kicking, that's okay.
For over 80 years, Furuno Innovations have helped more fishermen find and catch more fish than any other brand. And we're raising the bar again with Navnet TZ Touch 3's new PBG and Fish It Drifted technologies. Build your own three-dimensional shaded relief charts to find trophy fish others have missed. Perform accurate drifts the first time, every time. Be the one everyone follows. When you're serious about fishing, lead the way and get serious with Furuno.
50-pound leader off these snap swivels with a little tracer of AFW wire right there. Treble hooks. Those two have circle hooks because they're going to be farther out there. This treble hook's going to go on a big pilchard right up here where we can see them. So typically, you know, you can respond a little quicker. When they're out there, obviously you see the float knock down, boom, got a bite. That circle hook will find a home a lot of days for you without you thinking that you got to set a hook or you got it crazy.
So basically what I'm gonna do is basically take the top of this needle. I'm gonna go through the top right here. Go straight through his shoulders right here. And basically what I wanna do, you wanna pull that through so the rubber band stays clicked onto this side right here. Take this off. Where's that hook? What you do is take the hook right here, you hook one end right here, one end over here, and you sit there and you basically just keep twisting. And then basically go back up through the rubber band right there. So basically when you bridle them in the back, what can happen is if you fly them in that bridle position like that for a little bit and they're still lively, you can go back and nose hook them and they'll still swim. So the reason, yeah, the bridling just keeps less stress on the bait. Instead of having to put that whole hook through there and that hook's tugging on their back, it tugs on the rubber band instead, which gives it a little bit of a spring.
But you just want to keep eyes on those floats.
So the green one's kind of loose.
Yep, green one's loose right there. What you want to do is just keep them right above that horizon line so you can see them.
Yep.
And you know your bait's are in the water.
Right
Yep, you're long out there. It's okay if it's a little deep out there on that long, because he's way out there. It's hard to see if he's up top chilling really well. So you'd rather sacrifice a little, have him in the water for sure.
Yeah.
You can't see him.
Mahi, it's a dolphin, dolphin.
No!
Come on, Jim, follow your fish. Jim, this way.
Go that way, follow him. Wherever you go, wherever he goes, you go.
No!
Come on, Jim, follow your fish. Jim, this way.
Go that way, follow him. Wherever you go, wherever he goes, you go.
Got him.
All right, nice one.
Got him.
Pretty work.
Good job.
And yeah, that was a good one.
At Tigress, we've been manufacturing quality outriggers and gear for saltwater fishing professionals for more than 25 years. We've raised the bar for innovation, ease of use, and convenience. Every accessory is constructed with the highest quality materials to give the maximum service in life. Our selection includes outriggers, fishing kites, rod holders, accessories, and many more products designed so that you can fish harder. Visit TigressOutriggers.com to learn more.